Rai, ponte yourself for right for me.
What? Wait a minute. Sorry. Gambian Talent TV. Always feel entertainment, comedy, news, anything. Feel very nice.
Gambian Talent TV. Wapo wati jannam. Alkanal global nije ala bulkumba kan touch. Aliya jibe music, comedy, favorite yalo ko entertainment na kapala ndo. Ipasa malale.
Talent.
Gambian Talent TV. Hindi pyo kung karole puwan. You like Gambian. Gambian Talent TV. Hindi pyo kung kakao fosan. You like Gambian. Gambian Talent TV. Hindi pyo kung biling. You like Gambian. The barang Gambian Talent TV. In the pale kumbilingi, you like Gambian, the Baran Gambian Talent TV, the Chirkarole Puar, Kanyan in the road.
When I Kosani Fele, symbolic in the Halenga we talk, the Kofoye Fele, Dorland, the set and Gambia Talent promotion, you get me? They promoted only Gambians, and this is our own thing, Gambia, you get me? My fans, so I'm not going this boy, if he regular boy, it's a hot platform be the boy, yeah? You get me? This is how we do it.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching and listening to us from. Let me have that please, excuse me. Yes, that's not part of the topic. That's where I have my question, sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. You are live on the Gambian Talents TV for an exclusive interview with the Secretary General and Party Leader of the United Democratic Party, who was the former Vice President of the Gambia. Mr. Darboe is currently in Seattle, Washington. Of course, you have seen what transpired over the weekend. We brought you live coverage of the events that took place, organized by the United States / Seattle chapter of the United Democratic Party. Mr. Darboe had not had public interviews or appearances since after he was removed from office until he came to the United States. You have seen a few that he has done with other media houses, and Gambian Talents is privy to actually have an interview with him. Welcome to Seattle, Mr. Darboe.
Thank you very much.
I have been following some of the interviews you were doing with our colleagues, and you have spoken extensively on a host of issues that affect our country. I want to, for the sake of our audience, have clarification on some of these things. One very important topic that we would want to deal with is the issue of deportation of Gambians from Germany. When you were Minister of Foreign Affairs, a lot of talk has been circulating around on social media and all over, including images of you actually with foreign nationals and diplomats signing or holding a pen, and it is widely believed that you were the one who signed the deportation of Gambians from Germany. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I have responded to that question in the Gambia. I have done it also here. And what I say is that those allegations are very malicious, completely false, and they have been peddled by people who really have the worst of intentions for me as a person and for the United Democratic Party. And I in fact did say that at one point the accusations were against my party. In fact, not against, it is against me. And when we debunked it, and they found that there was no truth in those false allegations. They shifted it to my party, and it produced or released video recordings. And when my party came to respond, when they really recoiled themselves and went into their shells. Let me say that I've never signed any agreement with any country. And in fact, it is such a factious nonsense. Why would a country like France, Germany, Denmark, Turkey, or Angola seek the consent of the Gambian government for deportation of its nationals? Which country seeks the consent of any country to deport?
That is true, Mr. Darboe.
So if it is true, then those allegations must also be false.
Okay.
You have to agree to that. If what I say is true,
I have further arguments.
Are you intervening or are you engaging in arguments?
No, I am intervening.
If you say that is true, then you must conclude that those allegations against me or my party were factious nonsense, completely false, and they were malicious allegations on the Barrow administration.
I have the privilege to engage a host of people, or a good number of people, about this issue of deportation, anywhere from the the European Union ambassador to the Gambia, as well as some refugee rights advocates from Germany and other places. And from the engagements we are seeing, they have told us, the European Union ambassador had told us, not once, not twice, in interviews we had with him, that something was agreed upon, and no country in Europe can actually just get up and send citizens of their country back home without the consent of the particular country. What is your reaction to that?
Ambassador Attila to give that agreement. And I think that's what, if you are engaged in investigating in journalism, that is what you should do. I know Ambassador Attila will not tell you that they have signed anything with the government of the Gambia for the deportation of Gambian nationals. And Ambassador Attila will not tell you that the European Union or any other European government has signed an agreement with Darboe as foreign minister. I know that he will never tell anybody that.
We have Gambian immigration officers. We have engaged the immigration department as well, and the spokesperson of the immigration, as well as even the director, had confirmed that they have their officers in Karlsruhe in Germany who are actually identifying and identifying Gambians there. So
that done by Darboe. So immigration department, why should an action being made or being done by the immigration department, why should Darboe be made responsible for that?
Let me switch to Wolof a little bit. Swing, Papa.
Just answer that for me before you switch Wolof. Why?
I am here to ask you. Because I don't know.
No, because immigration is not under foreign ministry. And you said that you signed.
Yes, I am still coming as far as the government of the Gambia is concerned. The allegations were levied against you. Are you saying that the Gambia government has not signed any agreement with Germany?
I have not seen any agreement signed by the government of the Gambia. And in any case, as foreign minister, I have never signed anything. And I want to see that.
Yes, what I was saying is, coming to Wolof, our uncle had always said camera, said video, there are pictures and videos of you with a pen or circulating on social media. Can you tell us what those images were? Because people can rely on those images, and in fact, this is what has been circulated, and a lot of people believe that those signatures or those images were actually during the time that you were signing these agreements.
Well, I've never seen any video. I have seen a picture where I was alleged to be signing. And certainly, you accept my word, you don't accept it. I have never signed anything for the deportation of any Gambian.
Okay.
If you accept it, fine. If you don't accept it, fine.
Ngal neko na diningol melbe Germany are very much involved with this issue. Until this minute, they are constantly engaging us. We have interviewed a lot of them who continue to persist that deportation is going on, even though about 2 weeks ago the government came out and released a moratorium stating that they have stopped the deportation temporarily. But we have evidence that Gambians are still being arrested in Germany. What can you tell us about that? Because you were still in government at the time.
Well, at the time that I was in government, I knew that the German Interior Minister visited the Gambia, and well, I don't know what discussions we had with the Interior and Foreign Ministry. But in my office, what I told him and his delegation is that the frequency of the deportations have to be looked into. The number of deportees have to be looked into, and that those who are trainable must be trained. And that that we will discuss in future how to go about this, and what we said that we'll certainly be able to find a position that is acceptable to both sides. And secondly, we have to ask for the frequency and the number and so forth for the good of the Gambia. Otherwise, we have absolutely no authority to prevent any government from sending back our citizens to our country. We cannot resist it. And you people, you journalists, that think these are the things that you must tell those who are disseminating this false information. That there could be no agreement whether Gambia likes it or not. If Germany wants to send out the Gambian, they will do so. But we are saying that look, we cannot accept this. We cannot accept this. We cannot accept the frequency that every week or every 2 days. We are not ready for it. We are not ready to take more than 10 to 15 at a time.
Okay.
So these are the issues that the media is refusing to tell the people. That no country, once you are identified as belonging to a particular country, that no country can refuse to say that those people will not come back. And mind you, most of these people who went there applied for asylum. And when they applied for asylum, they gave the country of their country of origin. I come from a particular country, and this is the reason why I'm asking for asylum. So it's not a question of even anyone trying to identify. They have already given their identities and their countries of origin. I go to a country, I come from the Gambia, I want asylum because I run away from here, Gambian. In the period that they were going through their asylum claims, nobody was deported. But once your asylum claim fails, they say there's no reason for us to stay. They know you are from the Gambia.
I have done several shows in which I champion this same argument that you are giving and made it categorically clear. Myself, I was a victim of this here in the United States, and I have been on deportation proceedings before for solid 10 years. So I know very well what you are saying, and I have made this argument forward to them on numerous occasions. But the frequency in which our people are deported, the majority of the problem here lies with the mass deportation that was coming and the manner in which it is done. Having 20 Gambians come, 15 in December, 15 in January, and 20 in February. That's a total of 50. Of course, all of them, some are arrested from their home, some are arrested from school and other places, and some of them actually, there are some of them that are actually who have criminal records, but a majority of them say they don't have any criminal record. So, and of course, them coming to the Gambia, especially the last batch who were actually left at the airport at the gate and giving $200 without senior officials of the government talking to them. People have that concern. What can you tell us about that?
Well, let me say that, and I made this, I take this position not because that has not happened when I was foreign minister, but as part of the administration, because I left the administration just about 10 days ago. I mean, obviously, we would expect the deporting country to give advance notice to the government so that proper arrangements will be made for the reception of the deportees. Some time ago, when people are deported from the United States without any notice, that was the position we took. And I was then foreign minister. That's the position I took. That you cannot just send people on us like that. And that even before they are deported, our consular officers and welfare officers in the embassy must have access to them, and that they must be treated humanely. I insisted that with the government of the United States, and that was taken on board when I was foreign minister. But if you do not have any advance information as to when any people will be deported, sometimes it is difficult for government really to take the responsible position that we should take. This is that we are talking about. I saw some images on QTV, and I thought, really, that was rather unfortunate, and it should not happen.
Yes, thank you for answering that question. You mentioned the deportation from the United States. You were a foreign minister then, and I was privy to interview some of those deportees who said they had a meeting with you when you were foreign minister, and you did assure them. One of them said you assured them that a container was going to be arranged and their stuff were going to be put into that to be sent back to the Gambia. Until this minute, I'm telling you what they said, so that you can clear. They said until this minute, nothing was done, and they are disappointed. What is your response to that?
I don't think that's what I had a meeting with them, and I asked them that they should write and let us know each individual their addresses in the United States and their belongings. And those who are operating bank account, they should let us know the bank account numbers, so that we could make proper arrangements through our embassy for these things to be looked into. And until I left the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I have never seen any delegation. In fact, there's a particular gentleman I heard that he should give a separate affidavit because his own condition, I was so concerned about his condition. He said he should give a separate affidavit. But that hasn't come. I mean, I really look. Among the deportees was my nephew. Son of my wife's elder sister. He was among them. In fact, he led them to my office. And this the offer I gave to them. But until I left the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, nobody has really taken advantage of the offer. But they should do this so that we can liaise with our embassy. And the last person I saw is a gentleman that I'm more so concerned about. I mean, he came to my office not long ago, with issues, and I was going to take up those issues, unfortunately, at an official level, but then I will leave for my position so I can no longer pursue it. But the gentleman came to my office, and apart from the fact that he's a Gambian, he has some connection with Bansan.
Fair enough, Mr. Darboe. Because of time constraint, we will move to other issues, more specifically politics. You are watching the Nyohobai show here in Seattle, Washington. I'm sitting with the Secretary General of the United Democratic Party, who was the former Vice President of the Gambia, Mr. Darboe, Honorable Darboe. Fair enough, for those of you that are watching in Germany and other places, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. Mr. Darboe said he has not signed any deportation agreement with Germany or any other country on behalf of the Gambia government. We take him by his words, and we will continue the investigation as he has challenged us if there has been any agreement and who signed it.
Let me say that if I sign anything, I know not everybody in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have great liking for me.
Well, not everybody in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs
would have great liking for me.
People that were working under you?
Not everybody within the government setup have great admiration for me. If there's such an agreement, one of them would have sneaked out and showed them who.
It's possible.
To tell them that look, he's lying. I'm telling you. Yes, somebody would have sneaked it out. He's lying. He has that agreement that he's saying.
Okay. Fair enough. We come back to politics. I would like to know when Barrow joined the UDP. President Barrow, he came from the UDP. When did Barrow join the UDP? Is that something you can tell us?
Well, I cannot say precisely when. But I know that in 2007 he contested elections, National Assembly elections. 2007, yes.
When was he?
For 2007 for the Jimara constituency. That much.
So when was he elected or appointed the Deputy Treasurer of the UDP?
But he was appointed Deputy Treasurer when Mr. Sani, Ahmad Sani, was in prison. Yeah, because then there was no deputy.
Oh, okay. So he's been there. How active has he been?
He's been a member of the executive.
Okay.
He's been a member.
He attends meetings.
Of course, yeah. He attended all meetings of the executive.
Okay. So he's been a very active member of the UDP.
And contributed to the deliberations of the executive. Yeah.
Fast forward to 2016. Were you aware of UDP's nomination of Barrow to be the flag bearer? I know at the time you were in Mile 2.
Well, we were in Mile 2, yes, we were told that he was nominated as adopted as flag bearer.
How did you feel about that?
Well, we felt that, that is the party's choice, that's the party's decision. We couldn't make the party's decision.
Oh, okay. At that time, we've seen him on the campaign trail, the UDP campaign trail, and one of them he said, "Nifa fata, umu imankur ite kunology, but nifa la korda teta, umu ila din reality." And he made reference to you and how he was going to uphold some of the principles that you taught him, that he was your child, and said a lot of things throughout the campaign and all through during the early days of his presidency until about several months ago. And in your part, we also heard you made several statements. I have watched you travel when you guys were doing the ECOWAS tour. I watched you in New York and other places in which you made statements and referred to Barrow as the Moses of the Gambia who saved the country from Pharaoh, referring to Yahya Jammeh supposedly, or the former regime. He was your son. Is Barrow still your son?
How do you know? I think they have this expression in Malay. That I don't have a cabbage dump. I don't have a cabbage dump where I put my son to.
To Barrow meeting or Jihani Kabi?
No, that is it. That is it.
He is still our Barrow too? You said Barrow is our Barrow. That was it.
Yeah,
so Barrow is still our Barrow?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah, but when it comes to the UDP though, there has been a lot of outright bad blood between you and President Barrow, especially the past few months. We have heard you on the like at rallies, and we've had Barrow at several speeches where you guys threw shade at each other. And you also said certain things and he responded to you. would a father and a son like generally act like that?
Well, let me say that bad blood, I don't think it's right. I don't think there's any bad blood. I believe in certain principles, I believe in certain things, and then, upholding those principles or standing by those principles doesn't mean that there exists bad blood between me and another individual. At least on my part, I don't consider there is any bad blood. All that I know is that I am, upholding the principles and upholding the things that I believe. If you disagree with me, then you disagree, but I don't think that should really result in bad blood. That's how I view it. People might view it differently.
But don't you think you guys were undermining each other, working in the same government? Of course, you were holding a cabinet position. Later, of course, you were elevated to the vice presidency. There were times that you will say certain things, and Barrow goes out to say the opposite of that.
Maybe I want to remind them what I said.
For example, when you were at the UDP Congress recently, you've made it clear that Barrow emerged from the UDP. You said a few things that he is still the president of the country, but then you are the leader of the UDP. And
but that was not fact.
That should be respected.
That was not fact.
Yes, that is fact.
I was merely stating the facts. And why should anybody find that offensive?
The Barrow Youth Movement you talked about, you condemned it. You say the UDP doesn't.
I said I do not accept it. And am I bound to accept it? After all, being in a coalition means you agree on a common national agenda. And for me, as far as the coalition government is concerned, the common national agenda is national development plan. What UDP's political agenda is, that is not, you cannot expect NRP or any other member of the coalition to accept that. No.
But then,
the common national agenda is the national development plan. UDP supports the national development plan, and we will continue to support national development plan, even though, and I want to repeat this, even though there is no member of the UDP in the executive, we continue to support the national agenda. And other than that, we will not support any other development agenda.
But the beginning was nice though, Mr. Darboe, and a lot of people even argue that the early days of Barrow's presidency, that there were two drivers, or there were two presidents. Some people said you were the president, and a lot of the decisions that were made, you might have been the one behind it, and they attributed this to the hiring of a lot of the political positions. UDP had at least three ministerial positions. A lot of the ambassadors and diplomatic appointments were members of the UDP. So some people said that had something, you had a lot to do with that.
Tell me how many members of UDP were in the cabinet?
I said at least three.
At least three. Did you have two PPP in the cabinet?
But UDP had three.
Yeah, but look, let us be quite realistic. In terms of political standing, which is the bigger party, let us be realistic. Let us not be sentimental about this thing and really try to be argumentative, to be unnecessary. UDP is the government, is the greater party. In any coalition, the bigger party. Well, please, the bigger party has more. So we were certainly in the bigger party. So we had three cabinet portfolios. PVP had two. So what's the big deal?
How about the diplomatic appointment?
The diplomatic appointment, of course, the diplomatic appointment. How many people did you have? Femi Peters, and by us in the struggle in the Gambia. Who suffered more than Femi Peters? Should Femi Peters, didn't he deserve that position? In the struggle that we went through.
So were you the one who gave these recommendations? Were these through your recommendations?
In fact, all the ambassadors except maybe for 2. I recommend it.
You recommended them.
And then tell me, the ambassador to Algeria, is that he UDP? What is political coloration?
That's what people are saying.
No, what is political coloration? I asked for the retention of Tangara. What is coloration? Is UDP? I asked for her retention. What's the UDP? Change blame. What's the UDP? I mean, they just look at amateur and then they say, oh, it's the UDP. And I think it's completely
not only were they talking about the ambassadors, but even those that were working in the embassies. For example, they said Ibrahim Adiba was pulled from Seattle here, Tuku Jallo was pulled from Maryland, and a good number of people, they said that they are only...
But they wouldn't tell you about... why aren't you talking about Fakusila in France? Why aren't you talking about Sane in South Africa? Why aren't you talking about Fabakar Jaya? Why aren't you talking about all those people who are not UDP? Why do you just have to look at the UDP? I don't think it's fair. And I think these are the distractions. These are why you're talking about Mr. Sose. Mr. Sose in Washington. And they are UDP.
You made mention of UDP being the biggest party. And Fabakary Tombong Jatta, we had an interview with him yesterday. He made the same claim that APRC is the biggest party in the Gambia, just yesterday. So if all the political leaders are actually claiming to be the biggest, how can you prove that UDP is the biggest party? Cameraman, you want to come closer so that we can have a better audio, please? How can you prove that? Fabakary Tombong yesterday said, we had an interview with him, my team in the Gambia, and he said...
How can we prove that? We prove it in the strength in the National Assembly. And all the other councils. That's where the proof is. And let him prove the number of councillors they have. Let him prove the number of seats they have in the National Assembly. Let them prove it. Because that is the statistics that we have to go by. And I look, Mr. Duke, I think we have to be realistic. Sometimes, when some of these politicians come and make certain statements, you interview well. You know in your inner self that this person is just trying, not to be accepting of the reality. There's only, if I can recall, there's only one politician who has said, look, we will not deny the fact that UDP is a bigger political party.
And who is that politician?
I think it was MC Cham.
MC Cham
of the GDC.
Okay, MC Cham of GDC.
I think then it was whether APRC was a bigger party or GDC. And then we said, look, after UDP is GDC.
And you believe in that?
I mean, he was speaking the truth.
I will still, Fabakary Tombong Jatta, still in the interview yesterday, we talked about you a little bit. This issue of you being the Gambia's Nelson Mandela, you are crowned by the UDP militants as the Gambia's Nelson Mandela. In yourself, do you believe you are Gambia's Nelson Mandela? Do you think or believe you are the Gambia's Nelson Mandela?
I have never attributed to myself.
But do you believe?
Yes, I have never attributed. You attribute to yourself things that you believe in. They have their reason. I mean, I'm not one who gets in self-revelation. I will never get into self-revelation. I mean, the Lord Nelson Mandela, it's a metaphor. Metaphorical, it's the sacrifices that you have gone through, the suffering that you have gone through.
Well,
that is the metaphor. And in fact, the suffering that we have gone through was at the hand of his own party. Fabakary Tombong's party, his party. They brought untold calamities on people in this country, including myself. And for him to accept that would be admitting that yes, his party has really subjected me to enormous cruel treatment, has subjected me to deprivation of my liberty, yeah, has done all sorts of terrible things to me, so that they can make a political gain out of it.
But he said
And,
that.
and of course, he does not appreciate what the UDP appreciates, sacrifices. He does not appreciate it. That is why he says like that. But my people appreciate that, and they said he's our Nelson Mandela.
Well, in the interview, he argued that you cannot qualify to be Gambia's Mandela simply because the comparison doesn't seem to tally. According to him, Mandela, of course, was jailed when he came when he was innocent. He wasn't convicted of anything, but you were convicted. That when you were released, he said when you were released, let me finish his argument.
Yes, it's not his argument. His false statement. Mandela was sentenced. In fact, he was convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment. So he does not know the history.
He said yes, when Mandela was released.
Let me tell you, he does not know the history. That's why he's making such false statements. You see, Fabaka Tombonjata, these are people who have lost all credibility and they want to be relevant. And the only way for anybody now to be relevant on the political stage is to focus on Hussein Darboe and say things against Hussein Darboe. That's the only thing. That's the only way they want to make themselves relevant.
2 days before you were removed from your position, I interviewed him, and he recommended that if he were you, if I were Hussein Darboe, I will resign before the president fires me. And if I were Barrow, I will not wait for Hussein Darboe to resign. I will fire him. He predicted that, he recommended that you should have resigned in order to keep your credibility. That now, and yesterday he even confirmed that interview and said that now you are...
What maintain credibility for what? So, is he suggesting that the Barrow administration has done such terrible things that my continued association with that administration affects my credibility? Is that what he's saying?
No, he was referring to how you and Barrow were exchanging words, and this person says this.
What is the credibility? What is the credibility? That again, that's what I'm saying.
He said if you were fired, it was going to be humiliating. And he said you've now put yourself through that humiliation. This is Fabakari talking, and the interviews are there.
Yeah, that's how he thinks. He thinks that I'm humiliated, and I feel very elated with my head.
Your appointment as vice president, a lot of people think that was a strategy for President Barrow to actually tame you so that you could not do much. Well, do you think so? Do you believe your...
Well, that's a conspiracy theory which I do not believe in. In any case, if that was the reason, then that's failed. Because I was not paid.
But you, as vice president...
If that was the reason, then, they really, the purpose has failed. Because I was not paid. I continue to do my political activities. Only thing that I guarded against was that I will not use government time or government resources in my political activities. But anytime from 4:30 up to the following day, 8 o'clock, I am free to do anything. I feel the Democratic Party go anywhere in the country without seeking permission from anybody. And this I did.
When did this thing with Barrow start?
This thing.
Just like we said, during the last days of your position in the government, when you were still the vice president, you and President Barrow were having a lot of like you say this thing here, he says this thing here.
During that, I've never had President Barrow say anything or me say anything. I've never responded to anything that President might have said. In the last days, I've said that what is on record is in December, which is not the last days of my term as president, at the conference, that's where I made the statement.
Prior to that statement, let me remind you about this. A statement you made.
And at the Bova Zone rally, I mean, what that I mean that to support government national development plan. But anything, any other development agenda, we do not support. And it is always my own style. That when I make a serious statement, I don't go repeating it.
But
I say it once and then I forget it.
two things did happen when President Barrow came here for the United Nations Assembly.
Which year?
This year or last year. Yes, you made a statement. You declared, was it famine? You declared that the country, we were going to be faced with famine. Was it that you declared?
That was after the year, after he had come from the US.
No, that was before, like as soon as he was going to the US, is when you declared it. And when Barrow came back, he said there was no famine in the country.
No, I don't think that, because that statement was not made in September. That statement was made in October, and it was not a statement that this statement that was really on the advice of the Minister for Agriculture. I'm not the person in the of Agriculture. I'm not the one who goes out into the countryside to really look at the pre-harvest situation of the country. Nor do I go to look at the post-harvest situation. The pre-declaration was as a result of investigation carried out by the Minister of Agriculture.
Yeah, but when the President came, he overturned the decision. That's my point.
But if he overturned the decision, that is, he didn't overturn the decision because I made it. That is this. I think looking at it that way, it looks very extremely petty. I mean, didn't that because President Darboe made that statement, so President Barrow overturned it. I don't think that is right. I don't think really people should really be viewing these things in such a petty way. President Barrow, and I don't think he even overturned it.
Okay, the other statement you made.
Let me say, I don't think he even overturned it. I'm not aware of President Barrow making any statement to say that the statement issued by the Office of the Vice President as part of the disaster issue is incorrect. I've never heard President make any such statement. These are things that is in the imagination of people. And they concoct and say, well, this is what President Barrow said.
Again, like you said, there are a lot of things that you both said, and you will not come out plain to say this, but then you will talk in parentheses. Another thing that happened actually was this issue of the teachers who were on demonstration. You gave them an ultimatum. I think it was supposed to be October 31st or August 31st, some 28 or something. And yes, that if they don't regroup and get their situation taken care of, that you were going to fire them and call all teachers. Was that your statement? Was that the statement you made?
That's what?
Yes, when the President came, obviously he called them, and then he had a meeting with them, and then the issue was resolved different from the action you were going to take. So a lot of people see that to be like you and Barrow, like definitely Barrow was overturning all the things that you were doing or the decisions you were making. You made that statement very firm.
Again, I think that is where petty minds come in. When this situation was on, I was in touch with the President every minute. He was in New York here. I was in touch with him every minute. I had discussions with the teachers. And at one time, I think I got in even the PMO and the relevant ministers. And we gave them ultimately, look, you have made certain demands which are not even mature. How can we make a demand for something that should happen in August, in October? We are in July. August or so, it has not matured. You've been told by the minister that the ID cards are now being processed, and you know that this is being done.
But then Barrow ended up resolving the issue with them.
I don't think Barrow ended up resolving the issue with them in any way. The position I took was maintained. That we either go to work or be dismissed. And we had carried out investigation that there were enough teachers who were prepared to come to work.
Okay.
Let me tell you. So it is not true that Barrow overturned any decision.
Okay,
The question we held was that, look, even those who were on scholarships, they said, look, you stand to lose your scholarships because we terminate your services, and when your services are terminated, you lose your scholarships.
You will not qualify for this scholarship.
Yes,
Okay.
And that's what a government should do. It should be decisive.
Okay.
It should be decisive. I mean, you cannot take, you cannot allow, I mean, the teachers or those teachers, in fact, the main union had negotiated the government, had agreed with them, and then a few individuals, who
Mr. Darboe, for lack of time, I want to
clear this. We have a few individuals, who were being rebellious and didn't want to abide by what the union had agreed with government, and they wanted to have their own pact.
Okay.
And I felt that we cannot have that.
Okay.
And we told them the reason why we cannot have that. You want an increase in salaries, 100% increase in salaries. Why should they have an increase in salaries?
Okay.
Civil servants do not have. I said we cannot have it. And these have, when they do it's not true.
Okay.
Barrow never overturned anything.
So Barrow never overturned any of the decisions he made.
And suddenly they had to go back, and the only thing they can do to save their face maybe is to commentate people like you. That,
People like me.
because I'm hearing it for the first time.
Like I said, we are involved with different parties, all across the board. So we hear information, and that's why we are asking you. Yes.
I'm hearing this for the first time. I've never had this at all.
Yes, I've heard you in interviews, especially when you just had with my colleagues, saying that you are never aware of an MOU being signed. I heard the audio. It's because this is not, the setting is not right, but I would have played the audio of your deputy, Ajiem Seka, thanking Alaji Darboe and saying that they were the ones herself, and it was Alaji Darboe by her. She was the one who signed the coalition MOU.
Well, you see, what I'm telling you, what I've said that I'm yet to see it.
So the UDP has not signed 3-year agreement or an MOU.
I'm saying that I have to see it.
You don't have a copy?
I don't have. If I say I want to see it, then it means that I don't have a copy. If I have a copy, why would I say I want to see it?
Yeah, but then people are saying that, okay, the UDP actually released, it said that the UDP released Barrow's resignation letter from the UDP, especially when things started going wrong. So you can release a copy of that, but you don't have a copy of the coalition that they were part of from the beginning?
Does that indicate that Barrow, or that does indicate that the MOU was for 3 years because Barrow resigned?
No.
From UDP?
No. But
so what's the relevance of UDP releasing Barrow's resignation to the 3 year?
No, it's not to the 3 year. I'm giving the comparison that UDP was actually able to release because that's an internal document.
But that's what we have.
To say that here.
It's not only, that's not it, because it was even copied to the IEC, so it's not an internal.
So you don't have a copy of the coalition agreement?
That letter was not an internal document because it was copied to IEC.
Okay.
So it cannot be regarded as an internal document.
So you want to confirm that, are you saying that you still stand by the fact that the UDP has not have any agreement?
I said I want to see the agreement. That is what I have said. That is what I told in that interview, that I want to see the agreement. I'm very careful in what I say. I want to see the agreement.
So what's your reaction to folks who say that you broke the coalition?
Well,
with the Tactical Alliance and all other things. And O.J. Jallow even said in an interview openly.
Which coalition?
The coalition 2016.
What did I break in it?
Well, O.J. Jallow said it, that if you were, he even said it in an interview, I heard him say that if you were still in mile 2, what
did they agree on, sign that I break? Let them produce that to me.
It's because of the Tactical Alliance, when you came up with the Tactical Alliance
what was there?
with the National Assembly.
Tell me, what was there that they agreed on? What agreement did they have in place to contest for the contestation of the National Assembly?
They all said this, that...
No, what agreement did they have in place?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, that from what we've heard them say over the years, is that when it came to the coalition agreement, their focus was only to remove Yahya Jammeh. They didn't have any plan B as to the National Assembly and all other things.
So therefore, when it came to the National Assembly elections, there was no agreement. So
but they all...
you have to negotiate. So if you have to negotiate, you don't agree to my position, I don't agree to your position. Have I broken any agreement? So you can see how silly that argument is. You don't have an agreement. How can you say that you broke the agreement?
Now, what is your reaction to this statement?
I've just told that you yourself, you agree that for the National Assembly, there was nothing. So what is there for me to break?
You have to stop. He has to pray.
What is there for me to break?
Okay.
I have stated at Bikama that as far as this position is concerned, I will not answer any question on it, and I want to maintain that stand. I've explained in Bikama. My concept that we are putting forward and the concept that we are putting forward, and there was no agreement. So you couldn't say that the position was broken. That for me, that was so, and I'm not going back on it because that's the promise I have given to the Gambian people. And when I make statements in the public,
do you see yourself working with Barrow again? Finally, do you see yourself working with Barrow now that you are removed as Vice President and Minister of Foreign Affairs? Do you see yourself working with Barrow again?
But who says that you can only work with a government if you are in cabinet?
But do you see yourself working with Barrow? Oye Jallow was interviewed and he said he is not going to work with Barrow again the way he was removed.
No, I think, no, I don't.
So I'm asking you in your case.
No, I don't think Oye said he's not going to work with Barrow. Oye said he will not accept any appointment.
Yes.
Yeah, he said he will not answer. I think one should be careful. He did because Oye is a responsible leader. He belongs to a party that is working responsibly. So that party cannot say that I will not work with God.
Yes,
I think he said he will not accept appointment.
Position, yes, and that's the same question. Yes, would you accept any appointment with Barrow again under his administration?
I wouldn't say that I will not accept or I will accept. I mean, if the occasion arises, it is then that I will have an issue.
The UDP Seattle has raised almost $65,000 for you, $65,000. But these are pledges. What mechanism do you have in place to actualize them to make sure that you get these pledges? That's a lot of money.
Well, I leave that to the US chapter.
You believe that they will?
I leave that to the US chapter. And the people who have made the pledges, these are individuals I know personally.
Okay. Your final words.
These are individuals I know personally, and they will not just go out and make pledges without really meaning to put them. My son pledged $1,500.
Good.
So you think, you think he just go to the and say, I'm playing that? My brother, the man who's out here, pledge. You think, he just make such a pledge just because for the sake of making a pledge? You know?
Your final words to our viewers. I know it's been a long day for you. Your final words to our viewers.
Yeah, my final word to our viewers is that they should be very careful and not be gullible and jump at everything that they read in the online media and other newspapers. They should not be just gullible. They should have an inquiry mind. Is this possible? And once you do that, then the search for the truth by all of us will be much easier, and we will definitely avoid, when we do so, we will keep away from making false and malicious allegations against individuals. I think that's one thing that I don't like to get in self-evaluation, but you see, I think I'm a very honest person. That's what I have to tell you. I think I'm a very honest person.
Thank you very much, Mr. Darboe. It was a pleasure having you on the Gambian Talent TV. And thank you to our viewers. That was an exclusive we just had with the former Vice President. For the sake of time, we will have to end it here, even though we have a lot of questions that we would have loved to ask him, but we have to end it here. Thank you for following us. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Gambian Talent Promotion, and of course on our Facebook, Gambian Talents. Thank you. Till we come your way next time. Thank you very much.
Following the memory lane to history, The story behind freedom of this country is victory. See, people say that this is the same country that bore the pain her children suffered in vain with their hands and legs bound by the chains that enslaved them, fought her way through the dark era of colonialism, held on farm and hoped for better days during those hard trying times when she was ruled by a dictator, a man who took over her, terrorized her children and left them in pieces from which they're still trying to recover. People say that Gambia is a peaceful place with an amazing culture, a nation so nice with a beautiful structure that it is home of legends with great legacies, home of icons what praise with the struggles of whom the red, white, blue, white and green flag was raised, a nation known for its peace, love and unity, inhabited by people blessed with beautiful smiles of humanity. See, I am not denying any of that, but see, Gambia is not everything people say it is. Do you know? Do you know that in the Gambia, corruption resides in the hearts of leaders? A place where politicians have plastic smiles fixed on their fake faces, utter sweet words and trick people into believing they're nation builders. Instead, they're actors and two-faced cheaters. The majority of the young people in the Gambia are currently unemployed, even though they have the results, the degrees, the masters and all other required papers, which is why a lot of Gambian youth embark on the risky journey of illegal migration, a journey that costs most of them their lives as they drown into that dream-crushing ocean. You see, instead of figuring out solutions to this problem, everybody is busy pointing fingers. The young people blaming the government for not creating employment opportunities, for not giving them a chance to prove their capabilities, and the government blaming the young people for their lack of diligence. See, Gambia being this boy Wujanga by high school and all of a sudden drops out because he can no longer cope with the school system which he believes is too tough. Mutokir, where si ay wajuram wala mudor de kampembeda. Morami guram bukoroba munako bro nakala, fajma fanjige ataya wai. And when he's tired of this, he turns to the streets and earns himself a certificate in robbery, theft and drug abuse. Suparianan, de kabinehud, halis amut, chona biyaga na beligi jehud, mandal jisatuma dara do them back way. See, in this country, everybody dreams to live in luxury, but instead we dwell in never-ending poverty. Do you know why? See, I'll tell you why. It's because in the Gambia, people don't oppose each other with new ideas or innovations. No. In this country, people compete each other with juju and witchcraft, connect the whole someone with bad intentions. So do not be surprised that there is still no development in our nation. See, we are blessed with beautiful black skins, but we have hatred and jealousy in the blood flowing through our thickest veins. Just for power, people in this country commit the darkest sins. The Gambia being just could so even though more than half of the Gambian populace practices agriculture. In this country, a man can rape an innocent girl, take away her pride in the silence of the night and get away with it because we are so blinded by our culture. Lumagana na this Gambia why we don't even support our own. Being just a promoter who is willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to a foreign artist but is never willing to do the same for his own. So for Gambian artists we ought show the number of people you find them you can count and know why Cheta is for foreign artists we knew it. Kuneka diligent Harris for clothes and tickets, all of that just for show. I mean, I know the Gambian music industry has some whack artists who already release crappy songs, some who are too busy hating and beefing on each other, which is totally all wrong. But there are a few good ones who are hardworking and have proven to be strong. So why can't we appreciate and support our own? Legi funit duga si deka bidega New Gambia. Well, I tell you something, there is no New Gambia. There is just a new government ruling over the old corrupt system, a system under which we are all victims. In this so-called New Gambia, everybody writes and says what they want and call it democracy. Well, I don't know if it's just me or everybody else is actually turning democracy. To the new government, we know y'all want to make our nation rise, turn it to a country that will take all by surprise. But see, even development comes with a price. We had voted for change once, who says we can twice? Power of freedom.
Talent TV, in the pure controlling power, you like Gambia, Gambian Talent TV, in the pure concacao fossa, you like Gambia, Gambian Talent TV, in the pure combiling. You like Gambia, the Barrow Gambian Talent TV, in the pure Kumbilingi, you like Gambia, the Barrow Gambian Talent TV, the Chirkaro Lempuar, Kanyan in the Root.